social, economic support to the family.
At the cenotaph in Isaac Borough Park, the government inspected the guard of honor mounted by the Army, Navy, Air Force, Police, and the Nigerian Legion, while also releasing the pigeon to symbolize peace. The acting chairman of the Nigerian Legion in Rivers State, Aminikebo, praised the governor for sponsoring the event and for the
scale businesses to aid them in their livelihood. The council chairman also informed the veterans that the council's administration is working out modalities to enroll all the veterans on the council's payroll, and that he will engage the leadership of the Federal University of Environmental Technology to see how some of the active veterans can secure jobs in the school.
Some of these things you see them doing is what keeps life. It creates joy in them, because after spending 60 years, 65 years, as the case may be, serving the nation, and you are back, and you don't have activity to put you together and make you remember what you used to do when you were acting in service. It has a lot of impact on our life, and it makes some people go down early. But once we gather like this and do things together, it creates hope for them.
Okpe used the occasion to call on other stakeholders to support veterans for their selfless services to provide security in the country.
You all know, the other day when we were in they are celebrating our end of day, you saw some young ones who came out from training. They came on a few days visit. They were on attire. It was courtesy my support that took them there. You also saw another 25 of them that are paraded then in that hall there. I've given them money. They have posted all of them. Some have been sent to Kano, some have been sent to Lagos, some have also been sent to the east. We are hoping that by His grace, they will all return back victorious. And that will add to the number of thy sons and daughters that will be in the armed force.
Chairman of the Legionnaires Thai chapter, Michael Ngoka, commended the council chairman Mbakpone Okpe for celebrating them and assured him of their cooperation and partnership to safeguard lives and property in the area. He appealed to the council authority to always involve them in the scheme of things in the council.
Our action today will definitely inspire those active in the field and those who will volunteer to defend us in future. Sir, we the Legionnaires humbly request from you the following: an office of liaison officer to enhance effective communication between the council and the region, encouragement of our youth during recruitment into the three service of the armed forces and paramilitary.
Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
Meanwhile, at the center, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has paid tributes to Nigeria's armed forces as they commemorate the Armed Forces Day, honoring the men and women who have sacrificed their lives in service to the nation. At the occasion, President Tinubu acknowledged the courage and dedication of both fallen and serving personnel, emphasizing that their sacrifices sustain Nigeria's freedom and peace. He addressed the families of fallen heroes, including widows, children, and loved ones, recognizing their profound loss. The president highlighted the ongoing contributions of serving military personnel across the land, sea, and air, praising their discipline, courage, and professionalism, often in challenging and distant locations. Reaffirming his commitment as Commander-in-Chief, Tinubu assured that the government would continue to prioritize the welfare, dignity, and operational support of the armed forces, and concluded with prayers for the nation's servicemen and women and for the fallen heroes. To other matters now, the tension bedeviling Rivers politics has continued to elicit reactions from elder statesmen. Gotbanile reports that Chief Davis Ibiamuikaya and Dr. Tony Fillmore called for peace, cordiality, and understanding among politicians to engender development, just shortly after they appeared on the River State Television live program, Stewardship. The rest of the report.
Elder statesman Chief Davis Ibiamu Ikanya and the former chairman Degema Local Government Council Dr. Tony Fillmore condemned the impeachment moves made by members of the Rivers State House of Assembly against Governor Siminalaye Fubara and described it as counterproductive. According to them, Governor Fubara is peaceful and has lined up policies and programs for the rapid development of the state, such as infrastructure, free healthcare services to the people, and human empowerment, among others, which should be supported to attract more dividends of democracy.
We are not fighting in Rivers State. It's just one person that is harassing everybody. And he does not have the monopoly of violence. So I will advise that he should stop harassing people, stop making statements that can infuriate some other people. When you are saying that whatever you say, that is what will happen, who are you? Are you God?
Our House of Assembly, they have realized that they've made some mistakes because this is a governor that is delivering the real dividends of democracy. He's a very frugal governor. He's a governor who does not spend anyhow. And he's a governor who believes in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. How could he have given budget proposal when there is a subsisting budget that would have expired sometime in June or possibly August? And he says, look, I am comfortable with what I have. When it is time for me to come and present a budget, I will do. And so they had no cause to start this kind of impeachment process they have started just to bring about tension in Rivers State.
Chief Ikanya and Dr. Fimo said violence cannot radiate unity, peace and progress of a state, and that no one has the monopoly of violence, and called for peace and understanding among citizens.
The governor himself has been a lovable person. He has endeared himself to the people, and he's humble, and he's a professional, he's an administrator, so he understands the nitty-gritty of the people. So the people love him naturally. So we are the people that will say who we are going to vote for. And we want to vote for Siminalayi Fubara to return as governor in 2027.
Mr. President, I want to thank you for seeing and believing in the truth that the people of Rivers State are truly with Sir Siminalayi Fubara, the executive governor of Rivers State. He is a person with the real crowd, organic crowded Rivers people. They are for SIM, and SIM is for Rivers people. SIM for second tenure.
God's Power Anele, Rstv News.
Coming to in-house matters, the 3-day fasting and prayer program organized for staff of the Rivers State Television came to its climax today with a charge to staff to shun attitude capable of impeding excellent productivity and decorum in the discharge of their duties. Acting General Manager Paul Dambo, who stated this, also introduced a monthly prayer and fasting meeting every first Monday of the month to enable staff pray for the state and federal governments as well as the prosperity of Rivers State Television. Namdo Limini has the rest of the report.
Mr. Dambo also delivered a message on the importance and benefit of fasting and prayers, explained that the exercise will provide speedy answers and solutions to the challenges of the station, engaging positive attitude towards work, break demonic resistance, and usher in positive transformations. He expressed optimism that things will change for the better and Rivers State Television will regain its lost glory, while urging all staff to remain committed and take their work seriously to justify their salary. According to the AGM, mantra of the station is now Rstv, poised to make the difference. Mr. Dambo said under his watch there will be no harassment and witch hunting of any staff, while the welfare of workers. The acting general manager expressed appreciation to members of management and staff for ensuring the success of the fasting and prayer program.
Don't be afraid of anybody. Nobody is going to witch hunt you under my own watch, by the grace of God. But let's try and review and see how we can make this place better. By being committed to work, by doing what we ought to do at the right time, and also obey leadership.
Also speaking, the guest minister, Reverend Josiah Abayim, who is the general overseer of Grandeur Bible Church, described the fasting and prayer program as symbolic of a new dawn and prayed for divine intervention in enhancing the progress of the station.
I encourage all the workers here to work in synergy, and they should love themselves, work as a team, work as a family, and they see themselves as one, helping each other. In helping each other, they'll be able to do more than what they're doing in this place, and progress will be recorded. And when there is progress here, their individual lives as well will witness progress.
In an interview, the Director of Finance and Accounts, Rivers State Television, Dr. Margaret Adebisi, and other staff of Rstv commended the Acting General Manager for organizing the prayer meeting, describing it as a good way to start and appeal to staff to support him to succeed.
Knowing that we can start first with God is one of the most important things that will enhance success, for any business, any corporation. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all else will be added. So it means that if we put God first, success is sure to follow.
I'm very, very happy about him. I pray that it will continue like this, and I'm sure that the government, through our prayers, will hear us and come to rescue Rstv from the level that we are now. We actually need the government to get into this place and upgrade this place so that things will be fine.
Prophetic declaration, intercessory prayers, and Jericho march around the premises were the highlight of the program. Nnamdi Olimini, Rstv News.
The Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has commended the federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, for signing an agreement expected to put an end to incessant strikes in the nation's public universities. In a statement, Comrade Michael Oyewole, Chief Press Secretary to the National President of NANS, the association expressed optimism that the agreement would chart a new course for tertiary education in the country. This landmark agreement, signed at the Tech Fund Conference Hall in Maitama, Abuja, is a replacement for the outdated 2009 Pact and capable of addressing long-standing issues that have repeatedly disrupted academic calendars through industrial actions. Key highlights include a 40% upward review of academic staff emoluments effective from 1 January 2026, the introduction of consolidated academic allowances, and the creation of professorial cadre allowances to recognize the critical roles of senior academics. These measures are vital to reversing brain drain, boosting morale, enhancing service delivery, and making Nigerian universities globally competitive. You're watching news coming live from River State Television. River State is a treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task we must accomplish. Don't forget, you can watch us live on YouTube and Facebook at Rstv Online. Just click that bell so you get a live feed straight from our studios. Coming up on the news, 15-man military contingent touches down on Greenland's capital on reconnaissance mission. And in sports, Super Falcons striker Oshola demands inclusion of African nations in hosting of continental tournaments. Don't go away till we give you more on these and other stories after this break. Stay with us.
I need the police that can respond to emergencies first.
I want the equipment I need to do my job.
I want a police that won't harass or arrest me for no just reason.
I want to be valued for my work, not feared by honest people.
I want a police that won't ask me anything for the boys.
I want a decent salary that is paid on time.
If it happen with good laws,
proper funding,
training,
and cooperation.
If it happen.
If it happen.
If it happen.
I am the chef of life.
Huh? Mr. Chef, it's a two-finger crush.
Pass with the chicken and all purpose.
With Mr. Chef, a simple crush turns meals into culture and moments into memories.
This is the true taste of home
and culture.
Chef of life.
There is something about this God
activating the unexplainable love of God.
Greater love had no man than this.
Greater love than no man,
that a man laid down his life for his friend.
You see, when God loves you, he fights your unseen battles. You are sleeping, you don't even know what is happening, but he's there fighting your battles for you. You are sitting in your house, he will raise a voice somewhere to be campaigning for you. Today, every storm in your life shall become still. The best way to find true love is to find God. Remember, God never sends you into a situation alone. He goes before you, he stands beside you, he walks behind you, he's always with you. All those that rejected you, as the Lord liveth, they must surely bow before you. When you have nothing left but God, you will discover that God is enough. God knows how long you have waited. Every second will be what at the end. So it doesn't matter how the devil have damaged your life now. Don't worry. God is about to remold you, repackage you, redesign you, and beautify you.
OPN, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
This is Rstv World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. Rstv, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Welcome back to the rest of the reports. A 15-strong French military contingent has arrived in Greenland's capital, Nuuk, as several European states send soldiers there as part of a so-called reconnaissance mission. The deployment, which will also include personnel from Germany, Sweden, Norway, the Netherlands, and the UK, comes as US President Donald Trump continues to press his claim to the Arctic island, which is a semi-autonomous part of Denmark. French President Emmanuel Macron said the initial contingent will be reinforced soon with land, air, and sea assets. Senior diplomat Olivier Pauvert Davos said the mission is sending a strong political signal. The movement of military personnel comes after Denmark and Greenland's foreign ministers traveled to Washington for a meeting with US Vice President J.D. Vance on Wednesday. Following the meeting, Danish Foreign Minister Lars Kork Rasmussen said while the talks were constructive, there remained a fundamental disagreement between the two sides, and later criticized Trump's bid to buy Greenland. The federal government has commended the Super Eagles for their performance at the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, assuring the team that Nigerians are proud of them despite their semi-final exit from the tournament. In a statement released on Thursday, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, said the government praised the players for representing the country with pride, dignity, and resilience throughout the competition. He said players' conduct and fighting spirit embodied the values associated with the national colors, and that the team's efforts mattered as much as the final result. According to Idris, the Super Eagles reminded Nigerians that playing for the country goes beyond winning matches, describing the green and white jersey as a symbol of courage, unity, and perseverance. The minister urged the team to remain united, learn from the experience, and return stronger, assuring them of the nation's continued support. The Super Eagles were knocked out of the tournament on Wednesday after losing 4-2 in a penalty shootout to host nation Morocco, following a goalless draw after extra time at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium. Meanwhile, the Super Falcons striker Asisat Oshoala has questioned the Confederation of African Football's continued concentration of major tournaments and awards in Morocco, calling for broader inclusion of other African nations in hosting continental competitions. The six-man African Women's Footballer of the Year, who made the remarks on X on Thursday, argued that Nigeria could successfully host the Africa Cup of Nations through regional collaboration, insisting that proximity to neighboring countries makes co-hosting realistic if there is sufficient commitment. Oshoala's comments come amidst heightened attention on Morocco's growing influence in African football following the country's qualification for the final of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. The 35th edition of the Total Energies CAF Africa Cup of Nations is currently taking place in Morocco, with CAF citing the country's modern infrastructure, organizational capacity, and football culture as key reasons for its selection. Morocco's hosting of the competition also forms part of a broader sporting vision following several recent CAF events ahead of its co-hosting of the 2030 FIFA World Cup. While CAF has consistently praised Morocco's readiness to stage major tournaments, Oshoala's comments have reignited debate over regional balance and the need for more African countries, including Nigeria and its neighbors, to be given opportunities to host Africa's biggest football events. Now, related to that, holders Nigeria Super Falcons will face Zambia, Egypt, and Malawi in Group C of the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, which holds from 17 March to 3rd April. The draw took place in Rabat, Morocco on Thursday afternoon, with matches in the group to be played at the Labri Zoli Stadium, Casablanca. The Super Falcons will be chasing a record-extending 11th title of the competition. Meanwhile, the hosts Morocco, Algeria, Senegal, and Kenya are in Group A, and its matches will be played at the Moulay Al Hassan Stadium, Rabat. In Group B are former champions South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, and Tanzania, with its matches to be played at the Al Medina Stadium, Rabat. And with that report, we hope to conclude the bulletin for tonight, but do not forget that River State is the treasure base of the nation. Let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task you and I must accomplish. Watch us live on Facebook and YouTube at Rstv Online. Click that notification bell so you get live feed as I read the news. And now to end it, a recap of some of the major reports for tonight. Governor Siminalayi Fubara has called for renewed commitment to defeating insurgency across the country and better welfare for families of fallen heroes beyond the symbolic yearly rituals. In the same vein, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has paid tribute to Nigeria's armed forces as they commemorate the Armed Forces Day, saluting their courage, dedication, and resilience as men and women who have sacrificed their lives in service to the nation. We had also reported that the National Association of Nigerian Students has commended the federal government and the Academic Staff Union of Universities for signing a pact expected to put an end to incessant strikes in the nation's public universities. And that's it for tonight. Thanks for being a part of it. Good night.